story serves as a crucial reminder regarding the importance of mindful communication in professional settings. A service technician, believing their conversation with a supervisor was private, made disparaging remarks about a customer and the agreed-upon price for service. Unbeknownst to the technician, the customer overheard the entire exchange through a baby monitor in her home. This breach of privacy and unprofessional conduct resulted in the immediate loss of the job and potential damage to the company's reputation. There are several key takeaways from this incident. Firstly, privacy is not always guaranteed. The ubiquity of technology, such as baby monitors and other listening devices, means that conversations can be unintentionally intercepted. It is essential to assume that any conversation, even those perceived as private, could potentially be overheard. Secondly, transparency in pricing and services is paramount. The technician's inflated price and subsequent derogatory comments about the customer's willingness to pay fueled the customer's anger and resentment. Had the pricing been transparent and justified, the customer might have been less offended by the technician's remarks, even if she had overheard them. Thirdly, ethical communication is essential for maintaining customer trust and a positive business reputation. The technician's unprofessional language and dismissive attitude towards the customer eroded trust and damaged the company's image. Building and maintaining trust requires respectful and honest communication at all times. This incident underscores the potential consequences of neglecting these principles. The immediate outcome was the loss of the job, resulting in lost revenue for both the technician and the company. However, the long-term effects could be even more significant. Damaged reputation can lead to decreased customer loyalty, negative word-of-mouth referrals, and difficulty attracting new clients. In today's digital age, negative experiences can quickly spread online, further amplifying the damage to a company's image. To mitigate these risks, businesses should implement clear policies and training programs focused on ethical communication and customer service. These programs should emphasize the importance of firstly respecting customer privacy. Employees should be aware of the potential for conversations to be overheard and avoid making disparaging or offensive remarks. Secondly, transparency in pricing and services. Customers should be provided with clear and detailed explanations of all costs involved, and any changes to the original estimate should be communicated promptly and honestly. Thirdly, professional communication. Employees should be trained to communicate respectfully and professionally with customers at all times, regardless of the situation. This includes using appropriate language, avoiding jargon, and actively listening to customer concerns. Fourthly, awareness of technology. Employees should be aware of the potential for technology to compromise privacy and take steps to minimize this risk. This might include avoiding sensitive conversations in public places or using encrypted communication channels when discussing confidential information. Fifthly, regular reviews and updates. Communication and customer service policies should be regularly reviewed and updated to reflect changes in technology and customer expectations. Businesses should also solicit feedback from customers to identify areas for improvement. In addition to these internal measures, businesses should also be proactive in managing their online reputation. This includes monitoring social media and online review sites for negative comments and responding promptly and professionally to address customer concerns. By taking these steps, businesses can minimize the risk of similar incidents occurring and protect their reputation from damage. The incident also highlights the importance of ethical conduct at all levels of an organization. Supervisors and managers should set a positive example for their employees by demonstrating ethical communication and customer service practices. They should also provide employees with support and resources they need to uphold these standards. Furthermore, it is essential to foster a culture of accountability within the organization. Employees should be held accountable for their actions and behavior, and appropriate disciplinary measures should be taken in cases of misconduct. By creating a culture of ethics and accountability, businesses can promote responsible behavior and minimize the risk of unethical conduct. In conclusion, the story serves as a valuable lesson for businesses and professionals alike. It underscores the importance of mindful communication, transparency, and ethical conduct in all aspects of customer service. By taking proactive steps to promote these principles, businesses can protect their reputation, build customer trust, and foster long-term success. This also brings up the topic of pricing strategies. A transparent and fair pricing strategy can prevent misunderstandings and build trust with customers. Consider these points when determining pricing. Firstly, cost-plus pricing. This method involves calculating the total cost of providing a service or product, including materials, labor, and overhead, and then adding a markup to determine the selling price. While straightforward, it may not always reflect the perceived value of the service or product to the customer. Secondly, value-based pricing. This approach focuses on the perceived value of the service or product to the customer. It takes into account factors such as the benefits the customer will receive, the alternatives available, and the customer's willingness to pay. This method can be more profitable than cost-plus pricing but requires a deeper understanding of customer needs and preferences. Thirdly, competitive pricing. This strategy involves setting prices based on the prices charged by competitors. It can be effective in highly competitive markets but may not be sustainable in the long run if it leads to a price war. Fourthly, tiered pricing. This approach offers customers different levels of service or product at different price points. This allows customers to choose the option that best meets their needs and budget. Regardless of the pricing strategy used, it is essential to communicate the value of the service or product to the customer. This can be done by highlighting the benefits the customer will receive, providing testimonials from satisfied customers, and offering guarantees or warranties. It is also important to be transparent about all costs involved, including any hidden fees or charges. By being upfront about pricing, businesses can build trust with customers and avoid misunderstandings. Furthermore, businesses should be prepared to justify their prices to customers. This may involve explaining the cost involved, the expertise required, or the value the customer will receive. By being able to articulate the value proposition, businesses can increase customer confidence and willingness to pay. This situation is also a reminder of the importance of proper training and employee development. Well-trained employees are better equipped to handle customer interactions professionally and ethically. Training programs should cover topics such as communication skills, customer service, ethics, and product knowledge. By investing in employee training, businesses can improve customer satisfaction, reduce employee turnover, and enhance their reputation. Moreover, it is crucial to establish clear guidelines and expectations for employee behavior. These guidelines should be communicated to all employees and enforced consistently. Employees should be aware of the consequences of violating these guidelines, including disciplinary action. By setting clear expectations, businesses can promote responsible behavior and minimize the risk of misconduct. Regular performance evaluations can also help to identify areas where employees may need additional training or support. Performance evaluation should provide constructive feedback and recognize employees who consistently demonstrate ethical and professional behavior. In addition to formal training programs, businesses should also encourage ongoing learning and development. This can be done by providing employees with access to online resources, industry publications, and professional development opportunities. By fostering a culture of continuous learning, businesses can ensure that their employees are up to date on the latest trends and best practices. This particular incident also underscores the significance of risk management in business operations. Businesses should identify and assess potential risks, including reputational risks, and develop strategies to mitigate these risks. This may involve implementing internal controls, conducting regular audits, and purchasing insurance coverage. By proactively managing risks, businesses can minimize the potential for negative events to occur and protect their assets and reputation. Furthermore, businesses should have a crisis management plan in place to address unexpected events, such as a public relations crisis or a lawsuit. The crisis management plan should outline the steps to be taken to respond to the event, including communication strategies, legal advice, and damage control measures. By being prepared for potential crises, businesses can minimize the impact on their operations and reputation. This specific instance with the eavesdropping baby monitor also brings up the increasing need for cybersecurity awareness. Businesses are increasingly reliant on technology for their operations. It's important to be aware of the potential for cyber attacks and data breaches. Businesses should implement security measures to protect their data and systems, including firewalls, intrusion detection systems, and data encryption. Employees should be trained on cybersecurity best practices, such as avoiding phishing scams, using strong passwords, and protecting sensitive information. By taking these steps, businesses can reduce their risk of becoming a victim of a cyber attack. In conclusion, the story serves as a stark reminder of the importance of considering how one's actions can potentially affect others and the business as a whole. Transparency, ethical communication, robust employee training, fair pricing, and proactive risk management are paramount. Neglecting these aspects can lead to damaging consequences, including reputational damage, loss of customer trust, and financial setbacks. Businesses that prioritize ethical conduct and customer satisfaction are more likely to build long-term success and foster a positive reputation in the marketplace. Remember that even seemingly private conversations can have unexpected consequences, and maintaining professionalism and integrity in all interactions is essential.